Firefighters battled this massive brush fire near McHenry early this morning, those flames reaching 20 feet high and rapidly spreading across 10 acres. Our Climate Watch investigator, Molina, is here now with more from officials and also climate experts who say the changes that we're seeing in our weather increase the chance that we'll see more fires like this one.
Exactly, Marie. It took more than a dozen departments to fight and contain the fire we just took a look at from this morning.
Yeah.
Officials tell me it most likely started with an unintended burn pile. But we're also learning climate change is impacting conditions that can make these fires more likely. Massive flames raging through 10 acres of fields near homes and, as you see here, high voltage power lines. This fire, called into 911 multiple times around 1:30 this morning, contained by 13 different agencies about an hour and a half later. Fire officials tell me the flames reached denser vegetation as they intensified, leading to a second alarm response. They want these images to serve as a warning. Unintended burn piles pose a massive fire risk, especially in dry or windy conditions.
From a public standpoint, people just need to be aware of the conditions. Look at your weather forecast. If it's going to be a windy day, don't burn.
Illinois state climatologist Trent Ford joining them in that warning today because he tells me changes in our climate, especially changing precipitation patterns, can ultimately increase the likelihood of brush fires.
Overall, the prognosis isn't, wildfire because we're seeing the huge amount of drought like what we're seeing in California, but instead, more frequent potential for wildfire here in Illinois because of that variability of precipitation and more frequent short-term dry spells.
Connected to climate change.
That's right. That's right.
Multiple studies have found that climate change has already led to an increase in wildfire season length, wildfire frequency, and burned area, according to the EPA.
What climate change is doing through more precipitation variability is making it so that more frequent dry spells that can dry out vegetation, what we call fuel, to make for a higher risk for wildfire.
No one from the fire department in charge of investigating this fire was available to talk to me today on camera, but I'm told that investigation continues. And Marie, we put more information from the experts we connected with in reporting this story up on the story that's on our website right now.
Great, interesting, because you don't expect to see a fire really that hot, that high necessarily in our area. So
right.
Really interesting. Thank you for that, Tara.